Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Conversation Unboxed with Dami, and thank you so much for interacting with my last video. For those who watched the last video or has subscribed to the channel right now, thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for putting comments, watching the videos, sending the videos to your loved ones. I really do appreciate it. For those that are new, just watching this episode for the first time, or just engaging with my content for the first time, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and watch the last video. I talked about what this channel is going to be doing, what it's going to be about. So please and thank you for subscribing and pressing the notification button. Thank you guys. Like I said in the last video, some of the first couple of episodes that you're going to see on my channel would kind of be focused on the whole Japa syndrome. I'm working on a documentary that is going to shed more light on why people decide to Japa, their experiences after they do so, so that those who are just landing and those who are still thinking about it would get one or two lessons from it. I myself embarked on this journey. I left the shores of Nigeria some XYZ number of years ago, and maybe in some other episode I'll talk about my own journey and all of these things. But yeah, today we're talking about why is everybody running. You know, why is everybody running? You see somebody now and you're just having a conversation with them. You're like, hey, what's up, dude? How are you doing? They're like, oh, I'm fine. I don't even work on top farm. Like everybody's conversation now is about visa interview. Which country are you trying? Which country are you working on? I think that's the word. Which country are you working on? Are you trying to go to the UK, the US, Canada? That's the conversation everywhere. I was in Nigeria recently, not so long ago, and my Nigerian passport is expired, and I was gonna go say, okay, now that I'm in Nigeria, let me try to renew this passport. And I was like, okay, let's drive down to the Nigerian, what's it called? I don't know what it's called. Passport agency, right? And the amount of people trying to get their passports, whew, is insane. I could not even wait. I'm like, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not gonna queue up to get my passport renewed. I'm gonna do it some other time. When I get back to the States, I'll go to Washington or New York, to go renew my passport. I don't need it. I'm like, no, I cannot. But the amount of people trying to get their passports is insane. It's mind blowing. Japa has now become kind of a new national sport that everybody is is running towards. Is it's like a new national sport. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's trying to get a visa interview, and the worst part about it is now everybody's even keeping it quiet. Like you can just wake up the next day and you see that your neighbor has relocated, or you see them moving boxes into a car. They're like, we didn't go airport, so we don't dey leave Nigeria, and you had no idea that they were trying to relocate from Nigeria, because it's like you're trying to keep it away from like the witches and wizards in from your village. But it's become a pandemic, right? And why is everybody trying to do that? A lot of reasons, honestly. For some people it's like the state of the nation, right? The state of the country, the economic situation is making people want to seek greener pastures. That's for some people. They're like, I'm tired of doing this 9 to 5 that cannot even pay my bills. I get home, there's no electricity, as they call it in Nigeria, NEPA or PHCN. Now there's even band A, band B, and all of these things. Like, it's ridiculous. And the exchange rates, like the dollar to naira exchange rates, is high. That is making every other thing super expensive, right? So it's the standard of living is nothing to talk about. So people want to see greener pastures and like move to countries that appreciate their skill set and is willing to pay, bless me, that is willing to pay, the right amount of money for it, right? So they can get a good standard of living. Healthcare, for example, right, where you can be sick and then you get properly diagnosed. For some people, it's about let me take my selfie, my first snow experience, and all this thing. Let's prepare them in Nigeria. For some people, everybody has their reasons, right? Why they want to relocate, or Japa as we would call it, from Nigeria. But for which or whatever reason that you individually have, to want to relocate from Nigeria, I think there's one thing that is common amongst everything is people wanting to just relocate to be able to get a good standard of living for themselves. People want a better life, honestly. Yeah, and you can't blame them for trying to do that, right? And before you can even officially jackpot, there's a whole lot of steps, honestly. I'm not going to get into the different ways people try to jackpot. Some are for school, some different ways, right, that people try to leave the country. But there is even a much greater ordeal, which is the visa interview, honestly. And have you heard about the visa interview dates in Lagos right now? Like, you're trying to get an interview date for 2025, which we're in right now. You're not gonna see any date till maybe a year after, like 2026, and it's ridiculous. Like, that tells you the amount of people that are trying to just leave the shores of the country. It is ridiculous. And just one funny thing that that people would usually say, or those of us in the diaspora would usually say, would be like, even getting a visa interview or getting your visa approved, right, doesn't even guarantee you to get into the country, right? You still have to come, like if you're coming to the United States now, you get your visa approved. If you're lucky that your village people did not follow you to the visa interview and then you get denied, if you get it approved, you still have to go through border patrol when you get here. That's what they call border patrol, immigration over here, right? Once you land on the plane, you go through immigration, they stamp your passport. It is until they stamp you in and you go across immigration to go pick up your box, right? And you walk out of the airport, that's when you truly know that your visa was approved and then you're in the country. But I would say it is a strenuous experience. I can speak for Nigerians, I would say, for I can speak for Nigerians, to some extent, right? The struggle to even get a visa interview date. You get a visa interview date, pray and pray and pray that your village people do not follow it there. But in case they deny you, it's not your village people. It's just the visa officer that denied you. Be gone. But yeah, it takes a lot to even get to that point where your visa is approved, and then you have to look for flights, the money to pay for your flight tickets, and then you land there, all of the orders you have to go through when you first land. For some people are able to get soft landing, for some people they're not able to get soft landing, but it is different orders for different people. People go through different struggles from the scratch of it, right? From just trying to apply to even when they land in the United States, or UK or Canada, whatever country you're trying to relocate to. But the jackpot journey, honestly, is it's not the easiest. And I believe we can all agree that it is solely based out of the fact that we're all seeking one common thing, which is a better life for ourselves, a better economy, a better standard of living for ourselves, for our kids, for our families, right? And if Nigeria was providing that, or whatever country you're trying to, the old jackpot thing, you're trying to jackpot from, right? If only these countries are doing what they're supposed to do and acknowledge the skill sets, or the how do I better put this is they realize the amount of skills that they have, or the skills that people have in that country, and harness those skills, they would grow too. So now a lot of people are taking their skill sets to other countries where they will be appreciated and gets paid for it and acknowledged for it. So, but yeah, there is more to come regarding this old jackpot episode. There is a lot to unpack, as you can see. But I'll pause it here for today, And let me know in the comments, if you can, some of the reasons why you're trying to relocate, um, your experiences so far trying to get a visa interview, or after your visa interview, were you approved, were you denied? Some people have even tried the visa interview like 5, 6 times, 7 times. They're like regular customer. Let us know what are your own experiences, right? For some of us who has also been able to get the visa and relocate, and let us know, also, like, what are your experiences after you landed at the airports in the US, UK, Canada, whatever it is. And after even coming out of the airport and going to wherever you're going to be staying, what are your experiences so far? Did you get a soft landing? Did you not get a soft landing? You can put in the comments, let us know, share that with us. And next episode, I promise we'll come back with even more conversations for us to talk about this old Japa syndrome. And remember, just to give you guys an heads up again, the documentary will be coming out soon. After some couple of episodes, I can't wait for you guys to hear what other people have to say about this aside from me. So thank you guys. Please stay logged into the channel, subscribe to the channel, and press the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new episode, you're there to watch it right away. So thank you guys, and cheers. Enjoy your day.